ASMR video. I'm filming this a little bit late. It is a little bit dark out. I don't have the natural light, so that's why I may look a little bit washed out. But today, it is November. We are past Halloween season. We are into Thanksgiving if you're from the US. If you're from a lot of other places, this is sort of just the time that we're all waiting for Christmas. But today, I'm going to be talking about some Thanksgiving facts. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and of course, subscribe if you do enjoy this video. And let's get right into it. So, Thanksgiving. Well, fact number one. I don't know how many we're going to do. I'm just going to read them out until I don't feel like reading anymore. Thanksgiving was originally celebrated in mid-October. The first Thanksgiving celebration wasn't in November at all. In fact, some historians suggest it was held in mid-October, similar to the present-day Canadian Thanksgiving. It was President Lincoln who set the November date in order to coincide with the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock. Yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting, but not my favorite fact. Pumpkin pie isn't actually Thanksgiving's favorite pie. The dessert has been an important part of Thanksgiving meals since the 1700s. However, the American Pie Council is putting an end to the pumpkin versus apple debate. According to its research, apple pies are America's favorite, with pumpkin coming in second place. Not sure about that fact. That just means like whatever's favorite pie. That doesn't, I don't know. Like, I prefer apple pie, but I would think of pumpkin pie as more of a Thanksgiving thing. I don't know. Female turkeys don't gobble. Only male turkeys make the well-known gobble gobble sound that has come to be associated with the holiday. In fact, male turkeys are even known as gobblers. Females make other noises such as purring and cackling. There we go. That's a fact. That's a little bit interesting there. Alright. The first Thanksgiving was actually a 3-day festival. It was celebrated in 1621 as a harvest festival. It included 50 pilgrims, 90 Wampanoag Indians, and lasted 3 days. Historians believe only 5 women were present. Yeah, so obviously the creation and where Thanksgiving is from, I mean, it has a pretty dark past in terms of colonization, and I mean, you could go as far as saying genocide and things like that. So I think it's important, obviously, when we're celebrating, to obviously be thankful for those that we have around us, be thankful of what's going on in our lives, but also to know that, the past of where things come from. The tradition of football on Thanksgiving was started by college teams. The tradition of football Thanksgiving began in 1876 with a game between Yale and Princeton. The first NFL games were played on Thanksgiving in 1920. That's interesting. That's obviously American football for all of you non-Americans. Historians have no record of turkey being eaten at the first Thanksgiving. Instead, duck, geese, and swan are believed to have been served. Interesting. Very interesting. Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving Day song. Before becoming a Christmas holiday anthem, Jingle Bells was an 1850 1967 song titled One Horse Open Sleigh, and its composer, James Pierpont, intended it to be a Thanksgiving Day song, but it became so popular around December 25th that in 1859 the title was changed to Jingle Bells. That's crazy. Could you imagine singing Jingle Bells on Thanksgiving? So weird. The majority of Americans secretly dislike classic Thanksgiving dishes but eat them anyways. A whopping 68% of Americans dislike Thanksgiving dishes like canned cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, and even turkey itself. But they'll still eat them in honor of the tradition. Times are changing. However, 30% of Thanksgiving dinner hosts have served something other than turkey as their main course. Pork is now the second most popular option. Interesting. Black Friday, aka the day after Thanksgiving, is the busiest day for plumbers. Sure, it's a busy day for shoppers, but don't forget the drainage professionals. Plumbing and drainage companies don't really get the Friday after Thanksgiving off since it's one of their busiest of the year. Why? We think you can imagine. That's funny. Again, completely makes sense just because of the sheer amount of people and food that is being consumed. So it doesn't surprise me that plumbers would find themselves a little busy. It wasn't easy to convince Abraham Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday, and he only did so after 14 years of letters from Sarah Josepha Hale. Abraham Lincoln proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday on October 3rd, 1863. Sarah Josepha Hale, the woman who wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb, convinced Lincoln to make Thanksgiving a national holiday after writing letters for 17 years. That's great. Wait, you're telling me that the woman that wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb was just sending messages to Lincoln? That's so weird. Every year on Thanksgiving, the president pardons a turkey. Each Thanksgiving, the president pardons a hand-selected turkey, sparing the bird from someone's dinner table and ensuring the rest of its days are spent roaming on a farm. I mean, fair. That's so random. But just that, I don't know how I feel about that. It's just sort of it's sort of just saying to the turkey, you're actually just not gonna be slaughtered. Alright, we've got one last group of facts. So the Pilgrims settled in an area that was inhabited by Native Americans for over 12,000 years. Long before European settlers arrived on the east coast of the United States in 1620, native tribes inhabited the area. The Wampanoag people had called the region known as southeastern Massachusetts and eastern Rhode Island home for more than 12,000 years. Today, somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 Wampanoag live in New England. I can't say that tribe name. If someone knows how to pronounce it correctly, please tell me. When the Pilgrims first arrived in the United States, they raided Native American cornfields and robbed Native American graves. However, in 1621, the Bokanoket Wampanoag leader Usamequan made a treaty of mutual protection with the Pilgrims. They agreed not to steal or hurt each other. They also promised not to bring any weapons when they met each other. Finally, the two groups decided to serve as allies in times of war. The treaty lasted for about 50 years until the United States began a series of deadly attacks on Native Americans. We already read that one. Thanksgiving is America's second favorite holiday. Among adults, Thanksgiving ranks as a second holiday ahead of Halloween, but behind Christmas. That's fair. I definitely prefer Halloween to Thanksgiving, but I can see why you would prefer it the other way around. There are 4 towns in America named Turkey. There you go. The turkey could have been America's national bird. One of the founding fathers wasn't fond of the choice of our national bird, the bald eagle. Benjamin Franklin thought the turkey was much more of a respectable bird, and in a letter to his daughter, he wrote that the bald eagle was a bird of bad moral character. That's quite funny. I mean, the bald eagle looks insanely menacing, but it's also, it's definitely a lot more badass than a turkey, so, yeah. And we'll finish on this. There's a Butterball Turkey hotline. During November and December, the Butterball Turkey Talk Line answers more than 100,000 turkey cooking questions. That's quite funny, because you obviously hear these hotlines about, like, pretty serious, sort of like emergency stuff, but that's quite funny as well. So there you go. Those are some facts about Thanksgiving. Some good, some bad, some educational, some fun. I hope you guys did enjoy everything with this video, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and of course, subscribe. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.